Okay, we are now in Japan round 2. We have $40 to spend. I spent 12 on mechs and 28 on fleet for 2 destroyers and 2 subs. And now for combat. Since the allies really didn't leave an opening to attack them, I don't think it's wise to attack them on round 2 unless they leave you a very significant opening. Especially since US has this whole fleet parked over here. They can do a lot of damage to me. And now for our combat moves. We're only at war against China for right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Move these 2 infantry. That artillery up. Go ahead and move that up there. I shall send 1 infantry up there and do a massive stack in Weichkow. And we need to attack Yunnan. So since low luck, let's go ahead and just send 2 infantry over, and every one of these planes here to go over, so that's going to die. And that's all in battle. So let's go ahead and do the roll. China's dead. He's rolling at a 4 for defense. And he hits. Penguins and infantry. Okay, now for non-combat. Okay. We need to assume that the Allies are possibly going to declare war on me next round, since it's their round 2. Most Japanese players declare war on the Allies in round 3. So the Allies might just start declaring war on me so they can get their NO bonuses. Plus 10 for Anzac and plus 5 for UK. So let's try to keep ourselves positioned in a place where we can counterattack it if he does do this. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and send this transport down here with a tank. I'm going to land my planes all down here in Siam. Minus a fighter in Kingxi. Keep this artillery here, move this infantry over. And go ahead and go to Okinawa, pick up 2 infantry in Manchuria. And go down to Kingxi. Keep this transport in here. Can't really do much. I don't want it to go back up here because on round 3 I want to have Japan be able to take every single one of the money islands, which means I need 4 transports in here or here to take Sumatra, Java, Borneo, and Celebes for my plus 5 NO. And I also want to be able to take Philippines. Actually, so I want to take Philippines, I will move this transport up there. He'll be the only transport that's out of range of these money islands, but he can also take the Philippines next turn. Okay, now for these guys up here, move these transports down here. 2 and 2 infantry and 2 artillery from Japan as well. And go ahead and combine this fleet over here. And now I don't need all these units here. I need to protect this little transport with something in case he attacks me in round 2. And I'll go ahead and do that with a carrier. Let's see, he can't even attack that with anything actually, except for one fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can attack with 3 planes and a fighter, so I'll send a battleship as well. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to move these units over. Move these down here. The A-gun. Move these 2 infantry. The Manchuria to J-Hull. And now I can pick those 2 infantry up and have... I know I'm going to have no men up here in the northern front. But that's fine, because I like it if Russia retreats his units back over here. They aren't coming over here to protect his back door, and also they can't get to Russia, so I actually extremely like it if Russia would send all these units back over here to him more. It wouldn't be much of a threat anyways. And I have 3 units left on Japan, and 1 on Iwo Jima. So in later rounds I can always send 2 transports back up here and pick up those 4 units right there. Or just keep them there for defense of the homeland. Okay. And actually I'm going to move this tank back over to King C, and this artillery is what I'm going to move to Siam. No, that was right. The reason I want to have the tank over here is in case he does a retreat like this and I attack Japan 3, I can just go boom, boom with my tank and just blitz, meaning I won't have to use a transport to take Malaya. I only have 5 transports at this time, and there are 5 islands I need to take next turn if I were to attack. Okay, now I collect my money. I'm up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 from China, that's 33. Plus my 10 and 0 for not being at war with the Allies. And that is 43. And place my units. Siege on 6. And 3 mechs and King Su. What I recommend in Japan is, for the rest of the game, I'm probably only be purchasing 3 mechs and all C units. I need to try to keep up as much as I can in the naval race with the US as possible. I can't let him get too far ahead, or he'll just, what will end up happening is he'll own all the southern islands, he'll start doing landings over here, and Japan will be making in the $40 range, and US will be making in the $90 to $100 range. I can't let that happen. That's just, it would be devastating to Japan. Try to keep up the naval race as long as possible. Since your major factory is only 1 turn away from the Philippines, which is the best naval positioning spot in the entire Pacific board, Japan doesn't have to have more naval ships than the US, but Japan does need to continue to build naval ships for the entire game. Okay, and that's the end of Japan round 2.